Hi guys, I'm Shmi and good morning to you from Cars and Coffee Dusseldorf. So a little bit of a change. I've left the Nurburgring this morning and driven up here about an hour on the Autobahns, which was quite a fun journey because I did get to hit 300 kilometers an hour. So now in all three of my cars, I've done 300. Driven up obviously in the GT4. Now the guys have been driving around the race, obviously around the N24 all night. I actually don't really know that much about how they've done, but we'll get back there later and catch up and find out what's going on before I head back to the UK. But of course for now, we've got to look around the Cars and Coffee event in Dusseldorf. I go to as many of these Cars and Coffee events as I can, and there are some pretty cool cars here as well. So you know, you've got BMW Z8 650S, my GT4 next to another GT4 next to a nice looking GT3 RS. Let's come down and check that out actually with the custom PTS paint on it. We've got R8, M6, TTRS, Hurricane, 12C. Lots of cars, so I'm going to keep walking around. And as you can tell also, there's a pretty cool vibe here as well right now. Tunes blasting out and everybody's enjoying some nice weather early in the morning here in the car park where Cars and Coffee is taking place. Oh, so over here we've got a 488 California T, we've got a 430, another 432 KTM Expos, which is unusual. I'm going to whiz through here because that's new and rather special. The BMW M4 GTS, and in fact the first M4 GTS I've seen. Oh, and a Ford GT over there as well. But yeah, I've not taken a look at an M4 GTS before. There are obviously plenty more cars still to come in, being part of the event here. But we've got a good morning ahead, I think, just catching up with some folks here and then heading back down to the Nurburgring. Part of the car park with Hurricane, Gallardo, a lineup of nice cars all around. Oh, Boxer Spider I see down there as well. That R8 does sound good.
How are you? I'm good.
I'm heading off then to continue my journey back to the Nurburgring. It's been pretty busy here, loads of people, lots of cool cars as you've seen, and I've now got the drive back in the sunshine to the Nurburgring. Well, firstly we've got to go past the crowds here. Lots of people taking lots and lots of selfies today, and just a couple more photos right now. Smiling awkwardly. Got the shots. How's it going? See you later. See you later. Oh, out we roll, out we roll. Right, back to the Nurburgring. It's a 911R. I don't know if you could see that. I just pulled in to get some petrol and a 911R pulled out. Crazy! what you can see here, on the right, is a sign making it very obvious that it's illegal to park here. There is towing signs galore, and there's a whole traffic jam now because they've literally just towed a car that was parked where the man in the high-vis jacket is now, and lifted it up and put it on the back of that truck. But we all have to wait for that to happen. So yes, don't park illegally at the Nurburgring. They will tow your car away. There it goes. Smoothly done, boys. I made it back to the Nurburgring. We're back with George, who the last time we saw you last night, you were just jumping in the car. So I literally filmed you getting in the car and setting off. How was that stint?
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And it was just getting wet, and we were on wet tyre on a drying track, and it was just really busy and
heading
everything.
Night.
Yeah, it was great.
And yeah, because you were given, if I remember, we thought you were going to be about another hour, and then it was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I just let you vanish from the camera.
Chilling in the right. Let's go.
So how's it gone for the team? How's the car going?
Well, I mean, very good, as good as it can do. We're back with a small problem that we don't quite know what it is, which means we were quite slow.
This is the thing with 24-hour racing, is pretty much every car.
Yeah, and you take the gamble whether to fix it and retire, or fix it or retire, or carry on going till it breaks. And fingers crossed.
So where's the car running now?
So we're P21 at the moment.
P21? Well, it's quite significantly up on the start.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Qualified into 31st.
Yeah,
so
10 places up. So
that should be seen.
It's good. It's good, but you know we were motivated for the top 10 really, and the car's more than capable if we didn't have this problem. So but it's what it is.
And you're hoping to get another stint out, I guess.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get in for the last sort of 3 laps, which would be crazy.
At this point, how many? It's about 3 hours to the end.
Yeah,
2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah, so it's not that much to go.
No.
Although, given that about 3 hours yesterday was lost.
Yeah. Red flag from the craziest storm.
Like the stuff we've been seeing online has been absolutely mental. But I can tell it's getting a lot busier. There are a lot more people around here.
Yeah.
I guess everybody's gearing up for the end.
Yeah, and everybody's crazy. Jump on those fences there.
Yeah.
On top of the pit boxes, everybody in the garage.
Just people everywhere.
On the track, fireworks, flyers, everything. It's crazy.
It's all quite exciting.
Yeah.
Lots of tyres coming through behind you. Sorry. Pit box problems. People and gear everywhere. Yeah. Well, fingers crossed you're out again.
Fingers crossed. Thank you very much.
See how it goes.
Thank you.
The race is now into the final 5 minutes, which is pretty crazy given that it's obviously the 24-hour race. Everybody from the team is gathered, watching the screens and seeing what actually happens right at the very end. The car's still running at 24th now with Katsunori Yamuchi at the wheel. He is piloting the car into the finish line. Up at the top, however, it's very interesting because you've got 4 Mercedes-AMG GT3s that are running first, second, third, and fourth at the moment. But it's very, very tight up there, so that's quite cool. Don't really know what happens at the end of the race, so I've never been here actually when it's finished. I guess it's going to be quite exciting. We'll see what happens and enjoy the atmosphere. Whatever outcome there may be, the guys have done well to get the car through to the end. It's one hell of an endurance race, so let's get there to the finish line. So the Haribo MG GT3 has come in 3rd place. Well, it's pitted actually, it's still going to go around. So much dirtier now. So the guys are all up there. George and his co-drivers ready to wave the M6 GT3 through when it comes back round. So first place hasn't actually come round yet. It's probably going to be a big raucous round of applause when they can't actually go and see anything. But just want to count down until the guys come past. Do you know what? Watching the clips that people just see, the satisfaction amongst the team, the sort of celebration getting to the end of this race.
To finish where we did as well, you know what I mean?
It's the work everyone around has to make to get through the whole sort of 24-hour concept and to make it to get the car across the finish line. You can just look at people and you can see how, like, it's a human touch to this thing. It's real.
The combined effort of all those people, and the emotions are running high because everybody's tired, and they get a little bit of beer, a little bit of noise, and a little bit of burnouts on the straight, and
notice that.
it's emotional. It's amazing to be part of this.
Yeah, well,
really good.
it's been quite special watching and sort of experiencing it as well and seeing what goes on.
A little bit more behind the scenes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly. And you see now everybody grabbing a beer and having a good time.
Yeah,
and,
like that. So with video camera in hand, I have to run away when that happens, but fortunately we escaped just.
So these guys have a few beers before they start packing up, and then it's on to the next race.
Yeah, so what happens now with the cars? Do they come back down here? Or they
Yeah, so those two winning cars go back down there. The rest of the guys go into park further.
They don't actually know from my video what actually just happened in the last race. I don't know how close you were following.
Yeah, I was on the wall actually.
So they went into the last lap. The car that has won was second.
Yep.
The number 4 car was second.
Yeah.
And it was catching fast. It was catching very fast. And on the last lap, obviously the clock works that if you cross the line before 24 hours, you have to complete the lap, right?
Yep.
So the second place car literally overtook. With a pretty aggressive manoeuvre.
Very aggressive on the GP track. Just came in like that, boom, outside.
Yeah, push the other car out of the way. Yeah,
Fantastic.
but made it, got around to the front and took
And made
first
for good
place.
watching as well.
Oh yeah, it's quite an interesting race to be watching. So 24th, I guess.
Yeah.
7 places up from the start. So
Yeah.
good place to be.
Good place to be, and
Well,
we're happy with that.
More
And,
drinks
we'll
being
take
thrown
that
around.
take that
I
to
can't
the-
stand anywhere near you.
I know, yeah. I've already had one, so I'm going to grab another one now.
That means cars
we
coming.
make away. Yeah.
Right, well, we'll stay tuned and try and catch the car somewhere in a moment. But well done. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been really good. Really good, thank you.
Black Falcon then first place in the AMG GT3, winning the race there on the final lap. Actually, the Walkenhorst M6 boys came in 22nd place overall, 18th place in class. So that's actually a pretty good effort. We were slightly confused on the last lap, all sorts of crazy things happening, and just pandemonium everywhere. But what a cool experience it's been seeing this race from behind the scenes. It's a bit like when I went to Le Mans last year. It's so much sort of actual racing and the teams, and look at everybody just enjoying the moment, the celebration. In fact, I should actually come through and point the camera at the guys here. That was the team. Catanori, you can see him just there. A bit lost behind everybody. This chap. Catanori, Yamuchi. Pretty well known in the Gran Turismo world. Who piloted the car across the finish line. So yeah, 18th place in class, 22nd overall. Awesome experience, wonderful. Hope you've enjoyed sort of coming along to the N24 and experiencing what it's all about. And off we head. So I've now got about a 4.5 hour drive over to the Eurotunnel, where there is a train later tonight at about 10:45, I think is the one I'm booked on. And the next one after that is not until the early hours of the morning, so it's pretty important I get there for that train. I've got about an hour and a half leeway, because inevitably I'm going to sit in a traffic jam getting out of here. So fingers crossed I make the train, and it's a fairly pain-free journey. I'll keep the updates to a minimum as we go, but destination, London. Through Germany, Belgium, well actually Germany, Netherlands, Belgium and now France. So I'm nearly at the Eurotunnel, just a short little drive to go, and then I'll find out if I can make an earlier train or not. There's lots of traffic leaving the Nurburgring, and then lots of rain through a long way, to be honest. And then a couple of accidents we've gone past, including a car that was upside down. Fingers crossed they're all okay. But it's been about the journey time, which actually I expected it was going to be, so nothing lost. Just fingers crossed on an early train so I can get home before it's the sort of wee hours of the morning. But just cruising on through France. Okay then, what booking are we going to have? Just put in my card to recognise the booking. Yes, that's me. Please tell me there's an earlier departure than the one I booked for. Your booked departure has been cancelled. The first available one is at 01:48. Eurotunnel, you suck. 01:48. The next train is in 4 and a bit hours. That's like, give up and stay here. I'm going to take a photo of that. Are you kidding me? I've been a bit of a drama queen and kicked and screamed a little bit, but it's got me onto an earlier train, so I've literally gone straight through, talked to somebody, straight back, and now I'm boarding a train. I think there is one clearly a little bit earlier than 1:48. Dodged a bullet. That was not going to be a fun evening. Let's just hope I get onto this train. The English part of that leg was not desperately eventful, so I didn't film any of it. About an hour and a half, hour and 45 back to London. So I've got the two cars parked next to each other, which by now, obviously, you know that I've sold the LT sadly, but it is fun seeing the two cars together. And the LT Spider is coming very, very soon. So lots of reasons for that I will explain in a separate piece that you've already seen by the time this is out, because it's all very confusing in my head. Which order all of this is going, because I didn't have time during this weekend to edit itself, because the N24 is spectacularly busy and I had to be everywhere and talk to a million people at once. But yes, it's been a long drive. It's actually been a really long day. Cars and Coffee, the finish of the N24, and then an 8.5 hour or so, 8.25 hour journey back to London. But back home, now I've got a couple of days here actually before the next adventure, but good times ahead. I'm trying to think in my head when this goes out. I don't even know, so I'm not going to over-plan it once, which is quite unusual for me. But I hope you've enjoyed this coverage of the Nurburgring 24. Big shout out to George, of course, George Richardson, for just taking us through the event a little bit more, and Team Walkenhorst, who I was joining there with the M6 GT3, and who did I visited Aston Martin yesterday, Falcon Tyres, Hospitality Suite to watch a bit. It's been a really cool weekend. I loved the N24, even though that weekend was the Indy 500, the Monaco Formula 1, and the Nurburgring 24 all at the same weekend, which is just crazy. Anyway, I'll wrap it all up there. Thank you very much for watching those couple of episodes, taking in this full event. It's been an awesome trip in the GT4. I love that thing. Done about 5,500 miles now, and it's going to do many more, I hope. But maybe in the not too distant future, I'll make it look a little different. I've got some ideas I'm working on. You will see that in due course. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I will catch up with you again very soon. Cheers. Audi have released the upgraded version of the RS6, the RS6 Performance, which is what this. Of course, we've got the Brabus 500 G500 4x4, where they